EG decided to take us to Mirage. It was this or overpass, thinking Mirage, the black box. EG opened this one up. We have not seen them play this one with Obo. Let's see what they have to offer on the CT side.
First look, first taste.
Oh, no vent broken from the start. Good catch, Ob's team. So allowing mid control might be on the docket here as smokes are lined on up.
Ooh, Jakina's doing the super difficult mid-window smoke. It looks fancy and does look to have landed perfectly. So they'll give them mid. This is by design. EG, happy to concede middle. They put their resources onto A and will be able to have 3 USPs for the take. Crims flashes his teammates up. They're up.
They took short and jungle right now. It's just Brolin.
Yeah, but it's actually B, and Tarek was not ready for that. Stan, however, with some good tap. Drops his smoke for survival. Brolin's there to hold the flank, and Stan already so low. He's just dropping his util for survival.
Just naded himself to death. Oh, Stan. Oh.
No, that's a first. I mean,
he was trying to do everything,
It was so far away. Poor guy.
Because you know what he's going for. You know what he's given a crack, and Breeze has given this one a good look in.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's lost vision and his life. Golden does well to finish that one before it gets too chaotic, and Brolin's been here the whole round.
Yeah, babyface killers going toe-to-toe right here.
I mean, Obo, you know that vent wasn't broken by your team. Maybe you'll be aware that there's a potential.
Oh, couple of footies.
Does that bait him in? No.
Here's both of them now. They're both pushing through spawn, so it doesn't have to worry about Brolin up close and personal. Crims will miss the flank opportunity. Obo wants some kills. He wants some extra money. Let him have it. Crims has gone down with the bomb. There's the frag, so an extra 300 bucks for Obo and his Kevlar. Lovely.
Dreamy. And Crims did go down with the bomb, as you highlighted. So yeah, Fnatic take the round. And EG are going to start the Force Buy Wars.
That's an interesting approach, right? The fact that they've taken jungle control over towards A as well as up short. I suppose that stops you from being peppered through the smoke of Connector. Brolin taking control of the rotations as well, and there's Stan.
It was a very well-designed pistol, yeah. I mean, you see Crims, like, he's flashing Connector as if it is the A split. It's going to keep 3 feet planted as you swing up short, and the smoke not only sells A, but also keeps the round on lock.
Peppered now.
Flashing.
Oh, they're fighting.
Yeah, Tarek's given a chance, but yeah, shots aren't going to hit, and this one could be quick. Already, 2 members of the B defense are down to half.
Window smoke's cleared. Cirque can take a... re-smoked. He thought he had a chance to have a look in there. Cirque completely denied.
Oh, spots and eliminates quickly. JW posts his first frag of Mirage, getting it started quickly, early. Good signs. CTs are on the right part of the map, and it's not an easy one with the CZ, but Obo will finish what Stan started. Now they are charging into A. It's a very good reaction in the mid-round here from Fnatic, and it will enable a plant and a round.
Old EG would probably go for this. I think new EG might just save their guns.
Go on, dunk him. Didn't throw it.
Golden wants to chase. He knows that they like to save onto these, very stylish Cirque. Getting it done. Style points there. They know they like to hold on to this and go for the double dip on the saved guns. So if Golden can take one away, makes their life a lot easier. We'll be able to drop a CZ or a UMP over for Breeze or Tarek in the next round. So they keep it competitive if EG are allowed to hold on to their gear, and it looks likely. Second round for Fnatic here. And just to make a little bit of a note, if you take a look at Fnatic's Summit results on Mirage, it's pretty good. They had a 16-14 over Heroic, they had a 16-11 loss to OG, and a 16-12 victory over Complexity. That was the Complexity, I do believe, that was playing with Yugi, so not the one with Poison in the server.
Right.
But a map that they have had at least wins on this year.
So taking that, as you described, double dip. Like that treat you used to get as a kid, sherbet, dip the stick in.
I think ours was called, did you ever have Whiz Fizz?
No, but I can't remember what exactly it was called. A dip something.
Dipstick?
That might be it.
That's for the oil in your car, I think.
Cirque, just between the two of them.
Trying his luck here, isn't he? Early tags would be great. Now they know the scout is mid. This will help Golden with the call. Okay, the scout, we still knew it was in play. We've identified it was around middle. If we gather our forces and go for a bit of a set piece with all this excess utility, but look at this. Gallivanting down a ramp.
Taking a lot of liberties. Golden from an elevated position should be perfect for this frag, and quick reactions from him. He finds them both.
Golden.
So prepared, so aware. as to what was required from the CTs there. EG dismantled. And the tags with Cirque don't seem too favorable. He has taken JW out of the equation, but it would need Obo's Deagle to be effective. That's already the first, only the one. And Golden is on for his ace. Crims is going to steal it away. Fnatic 3, EG 0. That is the dream T-start.
Yeah, and they haven't been highly contested rounds either. Sure, it got a little bit janky, but all in all, Fnatic with a clean 3. And if you remember Train, that was a map where it was definitely back and forth, and then towards the tail end, after Golden's 1 HP clutch, they started to run away and close that one out. If you missed Inferno, that was a mauling. Probably close your eyes if you're a Swede and want to watch the one back as a fan, but now this is looking very, very good. AWP outfit, Yakinyo. I did it with the Y sound there. And Cirque has one of his own. Oh!
No way! This mid-fight's already an absolute bloodbath. There is still a whole round to be played, but JW's being pushed, and he's reacted so well. Breeze does manage to keep it competitive, as does Crims. The molly's perfect. Okay. Piece my brain back together after that one. Everyone throws their bodies into mid, and the bomb's loose there. So there is perhaps an assumption from EG that Crims is going T-spawn to top mid. This could be the gap. He's walked up sandwich.
Yeah, if Crims assumes that they're holding the bomb, that's a bigger problem for him because he'll just be glued in on those positions. But right now, might find Breeze looking.
Oh, so smart. And now he's put himself into a 1v1. EG, this was their chance to immediately return to their fragging ways.
If Stan just looks through the left, he will see the bomb, right? I'm not sure if he's cleared that because we didn't see exactly what he got up to with this short play, but the bomb is there just behind the lip of top mid. And this is where it will get very awkward.
Yeah, I assume it's common knowledge. And Stan's happy to hang out here in mid. Just the 30-second mark, it could be A. He was A. That's why Stan is so stubborn towards connector. And Crims, if he picks up the bomb, if it is uncontested, I mean, his options...
Connector or short,
it's
right?
It's connector or short, yeah, which is exactly where Stan is hanging out.
And he's in the best pivot position to deal with both.
Footsteps now Crims has to be loud. A flash, not going to work out for him, and Stan will secure EG's first. Ooh. Valiant attempt from Crims.
Didn't get his hands on the AWP. Oh, no, he did. He did get his hands on the AWP. I spoke way too soon. Great stuff there from Stan. Closes out a big one. And for Fnatic, well, the money's not bad. They can definitely buy. Crims could drop something, and they can make this one work. A competitive round again going into round number 5. For EG, there are more questions to be asked. The fact that Cirque has that AWP again is good. But Util's a bit light for Tarek and Obo, both on Famis's.
He's straight out mid again. And he's pulled the trigger onto Golden now into Palace. A big opening. Quite the response. Crims pre-aimed, ready. And Giacchino's already in.
Well, they know where Obo is now.
Yep, very loud about that. He's got mollies underneath him. He stands and he delivers.
Who's great?
Nearly a third. Crimson JW, the OGs, the veterans, looking for impact. It's denied even further. And you know, this was the player that fragged the Palace hold. Stan. Oh, he's going to catch him again.
Yeah. Oh.
Oops. He's locked the door. Crims knows he's the only way forward. Well, the only way is forward now.
Stan's actually dipped on back. Missing those shots was enough for him to fall all the way back to this passive line.
They want this, dude.
If Crims somehow gets a kill, Breeze or Cirque cannot be helped. Stan is too far away.
Yeah, and Cirque, he's not going to fluff his lines. He'll keep it nice, neat, and tidy. CTs keep 3 hearts beating, drops available. It's economy tight, but the same could be said for Fnatic, where it does look like they'll have to, once again, just swallow their pride, and we'll see an equalize.
Yeah, I think this will be the 3-3 mark here. Brolin is investing into a Deagle. I think he's one of the only members who'll be going for a crazy upgrade or investment like that. Crims has done the same, and the rest will be on Glocks. So, yeah, conservative for Fnatic. Their loss bonus will be up to the 2,400 next round. So that's why everybody had to keep around the 2K mark. Make sure they get the AKs or the glues with the utility. Cirque on this AWP has been great. It feels like we're getting a bit more consistency out of him here in the EPL. And this is...
Oh, that's something. $700 just takes 7,000 out of the equation of EG.
All right. How much further can they take this? There's an opener. First nail. And there's the second. Brolin's Deagle works as well.
Oh dear, oh dear. More from behind, long-range Glock. This is so brutal. Breeze and Stan have to somehow pick this one up.
Breeze isn't ready for this. He's going to die in the back.
Spotted, you're right. Brolin in the window. He should be able to book them both as they advance. Brolin's recovered an AWP as well. He can just play to stop that push onto default. Giacchino from CT as well. Fnatic are doing it with just the Glocks and the Deagles. A valiant attempt here from Stan. Just doesn't have the health. Doesn't have a chance.
Oh, what a bad round to lose right here.
This all started off of the Crim's Deag. Brolin finds and provides. And Golden, he managed to not only fake B a little bit, but also comes in with the side flank as the frags from Brolin is converted.
Yeah, that was really well done. It's just those shots, right? The one onto Cirque looked huge. I think Obo was over towards spawn where he went down. So this is the opener. Oh, and this is the next shot. So Obo can hardly see anything. He's running across there. Giacchino will finish off what Golden started with. Just one Glock bullet. All right, stylish stuff there. 4-2 in a round where there should have been absolutely no save from Fnatic. They'll steal one away. And EG, they'll be buying again. It's not looking good. That AWP, which has been finding impact, it's gone.
It's gone. Stan, Tariq bringing some CT aggression right back into the mix. Reminiscent of Inferno, we saw EG willing to just constantly rush you around this map and corral you if they hit their shots, and shots aren't being hit right now. It's a bit of a meal. Everyone just decides, you know what, let's just do that again somewhere else.
Yeah, we didn't see that. They are going to hit A now, just with this late mid presence. 3 players going to walk out for contact. Golden ready with a Molotov. Nobody's on the A site. Nobody's even over towards Ticket. As I say that, of course, the rotation coming in, but is it going to be there in time?
Obo, he's talking a lot. Circle throw out the incendiary to corral. JW, however, finding Obo and keeps pulling more shots out of the bag. 3 in quick succession sends EG packing. Fnatic have A, Fnatic have 5.
Worrying signs now for EG, isn't it?
Certainly.
You fumble over the pistols just there, you get yourself in a position where you have to force buy. You get picked apart again, even with the fast opening. JW, 3 nice kills on the AWP. And that'll be it. All right. Now, as we mentioned, Black Box for EG, they have not played this one with Obo. At least not in an official capacity. I'm sure that they practiced on it. Probably not too many times, but enough that they should be competent. And one of the things I remember with Complexity when Obo was there was Rush was the B anchor and Obo was the A anchor. But when I say that, they kept changing it. Like I think Rush said in an interview, like, oh yeah, we almost do it spawn-based. We're feeling round from round. So to see how Obo's going to fit plugged in, I think he'll be a bit more static. You know, not so dynamic, rotating between those sites or almost round by round basis. But that used to be a really good map for Complexity, one of the maps they like to play a lot. So should be no dramas integrating him in a map like this.
Dream frags from JW here. Just knows he's got a 3rd on the plate as well. Frustration mounting for Obo.
Yeah.
It's feeling like that gap on A is being exploited now.
It's so hard to be the A anchor, the A or the B anchor, right? Especially if they're doing a good job of keeping your mid players busy. You never feel like you have enough support. Usually we'll take a timeout. A few things to discuss here, the economy being the biggest question mark. And you have to find a frag, Tariq. He's had a lot of impact throughout this series. We've been shouting his name a bit. Good on the multi-kills, taking a lot of space, and Inferno was just running all over them. Will be the save. Okay for Stan, M4 for Breeze. If they all just hold on to what they have with the 2900 going into next round, they will be able to get that AWP back for Cirque. How much can they make out of 2 rifles here? Both of them playing A early with the rifles. Never mind, I'm blind. Maybe I do need those glasses, Alex. Stands up here towards the B apartments with the AK-47.
Yeah, he's taking some liberties.
A lot of space.
He finds Crims.
Immediately drops the AK back.
Yeah, interesting. He wants his teammate Obo to go grab it.
Christmas for Obo right now.
That's if Obo gets to apps. They're actually coming short. And he's opted to tuck into bench. This is great from Obo, just the awareness that he's vulnerable.
If he gets a gun here, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I don't know how he's supposed to. Stan trying to keep them busy, but they are pushing in to punish, and Obo will fall. Poor Stan in the apartments, but Fnatic are punishing him. Look at this role reversal. They're mollying apps for him at 60 seconds. The bomb's down.
Did find another kill and pick up that rifle, though. So in a 4-on-3 with low HP, EG may as well have a look at this. They are going to buy next round anyway.
And Cirque's here in some steps, knows one's kitchen. Stan pushing the issue.
Oh.
Kino onto Breeze. Looks good now for Fnatic, but Taric rocking the boat, making it uncomfortable. Golden's already taken damage, and the USP finishes it. They will retake. They will, all off the back of Stan on B. Fnatic, they thought they played it right. I thought they'd done it. EG come knocking. Taric with some high impact frags from him as well. Unarmored, but doesn't take a point of damage.
Yeah, it looked good, right? Because the decision to just go up shore and isolate Taric, stand up towards apartments, Obo gets punished trying to come over to get that gun. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, you have the site. You just need to hold on to it. The death that happened, the Breeze kill, this one here, I believe it was, that's when the tables get turned, because Brolin could have been cutting off the rotation. If he gets into jungle and window room, he'll cut off that rotation and completely stifle this. Him going down, I think that's the impact frag of this round. Stan obviously forcing them into this position with some great aggression. And back underway we go. Both teams on gunnies now.
Mid-aggression. Deep smoke. Brolin tries to test it. And molly him out of position. He wants to keep it.
Oh, he's still burning.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Still burning.
That's such a shame. He threw the smoke, dude. He smoked it. And now Obo caught. Oh, the scroll wheel sends him up. Brolin sends him down.
I know he's still here. Stan's dead.
Looking great for a Fnatic start here. They want to stand. They want to hold this issue. They've got so much util on Cirque. It's just now is not the time to be dropping it. Not in a position like this. Taric's been called upon to focus on underpass, enabling Cirque to focus onto this potential top mid aggression. Just survival, integral, good shooting from Cirque, gets him the one. Stan reveals he's still there, the nade trajectory is indicative of that, and Crims is reporting nothing on A. The bomb will rotate through T-spawn. Stan, oh wow, does well to land another bullet. Crims has A. Taric up mid, Breeze B.
Fight, Taric.
Needs this frag.
Oh, he just tucked in as well.
Yeah, but Taric's aware and he will clear it. So it all falls on to Taric. Crims. He was the one that found this space. It's JW to get that bomb down. And with the two of them, should very well on B6. They're opting for CT, and as is Taric. Swings in and immediately finds his first duel.
Still no kit.
JW's just quick to punish.
Brave by JW taking the fight like that. Taric was already heads up, right? Wins that first fight, looking good for a second, but not expecting JW round in the corner. And now the money. Back and forth we go. EG, because of that eco win with the saved guns, are able to buy again. But this is labored. Fnatic are looking very good. Already 6 on the half. Anything more? Well, that's just icing on top of the cake here.
I hate icing. Always ruins cakes in my book.
Oh, maybe you haven't had the right icing.
Yeah, you know, like the stuff, the sheet stuff.
Oh yeah, nah. Isn't that like a? I was gonna say ganache. No, it's not. I've been watching too many cake shows.
Got a name. Through the smoke, a chance. Brolin again puts an opening kill on the board for Fnatic.
Taric was pushing through that again. They really want to fight for this mid control, don't they?
Oh. And the reload is such a glorious sound cue. Brolin's got space for days, and Cirque gone. 2-0 frags from Brolin in the feed for Fnatic to pursue a 7th.
Stan has found a gap, but it's a 3-on-5.
He can do something with it if Obo lives. He's doing everything in his power just to survive this, and Brolin's caught as well. Oh, Obo, he's doing everything, keeping him busy. Great shooting, fakes the palace, catches the swing, and Breeze is there to deliver again. 3 versus 5, and it's not even the flank that turns it on its head.
But that flank has enabled JW to potentially pivot to B right now. He does not know where Stan is, but has the bomb on his back and the AWP too. He's going to get across, and he will get towards... Oh, he's gone for the flank. This just changes again. Breeze will eventually have to pivot on this. No, they're pushing in. He might have all backs turned.
Breeze is looking. He'll need a quick one. And it's not to be. Okay, EG given a gift. I'd love to see that whole Obo piece again.
Wasn't it great by him? Just pivoting around, making the site look easy.
Like, he knew where he was vulnerable and continued to keep the comms, like, convoluted for Fnatic. So once they say default box, right? And now they say dark. Then they say, oh, he's peeking Palace. Golden tries to punish. He's get ready for that one as well. Breeze to keep him safe and sound. Some great shooting from the EG Riflers.
Needed that at an Oboe, right? Money would have been in question for EG at the end of that one. Now it's in question for Fnatic here, who have taken a timeout of their own. You could see towards the tail end of that round that they were looking great, but maybe thrust into it too quickly. This is why we're seeing a lot of squads put the brakes on after they get those opening kills. Let the CTs just stew in their own juices. Crims is into an AK with Kevlar, no head armor. Brolin into a Galil, Kevlar as well. Head armor, a bit of an issue over there for Fnatic as part of this force buy. JW will have it behind the Deagle, and we've already seen them win a round with just Deagle, so won't rule them out just yet. 4 to 6.
Oh, baby. I'm not ready to rule them out. Saw what Crims and his Deagle got up to with Brolin last time.
Yeah, Cirque looks a little bit skittish around that window, right?
Tarek, however, responsible for middle, overseeing things. Brolin trying to take a huge leap into the A site, and Sandwich is a power position to be tucked into early. Crims, that was the threat and gone. AK now lying idle in the Palace. It's not going to be easy to retrieve.
Roland's very close here. Ah.
You hate to see it.
Sound cue.
Yeah, and a wild spray that Oboe has no issues to deal with.
That's an awkward fight, isn't it?
Very awkward fight. Up and down the stairs, he can keep his head, and the plant would be so good. I don't think they're going to be allowed. They actually get it down. Something from Golden, the in-game leader, puts an extra $800 into everyone's pocket. Chiquino, short-lived hope.
2 nice shots, though. Breeze might want to find him something better than a Famus here.
AK on triple. Lovely stuff. EG, though, that is 2 in a row. Fnatic have had control up until this point.
Yeah, and that plant right there for Fnatic, it is good, but because they forced and the loss bonus was not there, they will not be able to buy going into round 12. But like I said, we already saw just 2 Deagle upgrades and a round win out of Fnatic. So they've gone for a couple again, some nades as well this time, and a smoke. No Deagle for Brolin, it will be on Jacquinho this time and Crims.
2 CTs dropping out of window early with Tarek set up as well, and here comes the brawl. Straight down middle, pushing the underpass no less for the element of surprise, and Tarek will
out.
find one. Oh, dinks galore, they live to tell their tales. This one time I got dinked. That's the tale.
End of the story, right?
6-6.
Bit biffy. Very biffy stuff over towards. Bit of quick rounds, right? We're not having the same slow, drawn-out kind of CIS style here today. In-your-face Counter-Strike.
I would love to know how like the EGs of the world, the liquids of this group, would fare against that kind of Counter-Strike. Haven't seen that in too long.
I would love to see one of them up against like a Gambit. We don't have Spirit here, unfortunately, but we have seen the VP match. We'll get more of the VP matchup. Astralis next.
Oh, Breeze, again, straight up. Fancies his chances, and there's 2 immediately snatched away from Fnatic. Problems right out of the get-go.
Quickly towards B, though, you can see Jacquinho going to be joined by Golden and Crims. Oboe and Tarek are still kept busy over towards A, and well, Cirque's actually moving on over towards this site. The AWP can now line on up and get ready to pluck them out of the sky. Stan also over towards Van. This is a strong setup for the B defense.
Stand blind. Here they come. And Jacquinho delivers. Cirque doesn't.
Oh, no.
2 opening frags. Fnatic have the site. Just like that. Ooh, and a bit of a failed move as well. Could have had the element of surprise onto Jacquinho.
Looks like they're saving already. So what started so well off the back of Breeze is...
Don't speak too soon.
You sure? They're having a look, but...
They will now. Golden on that bench position. Tarek trying to reposition. Bomb half ticked as they group up into the kitchen. Keeping their feet planted. Charging in a single flash, perhaps for the apps. Oboe, however, caught. Nice shooting from Golden to confirm it. And we will see 7 for Fnatic as they lose it all. That's going to put a big switch into the Fnatic playbook, but look at their money. Oof.
Yeah, winning a round like that, though, for Fnatic, it's not one that should happen. I just said how strong the setup was. They got through it without any dramas. Cirque didn't even shoot a bullet, right, once that smoke dipped. I think that's the reason that they were searching for Stan.
But overcoming a two-man disadvantage, and highly strung.
Yeah, not happy with that one right there. And this is... For EG, if they lose this game and Fnatic don't win anymore for the rest of the group, remember, they lost 2-0 to Endpoint. That means that EG have almost condemned themselves to not make it out.
After such a promising start as well, that's where these frustrations are starting to brew.
This should be the gimme, right? Yeah. And that's no offense to Fnatic. It's just if you've already lost to Liquid and you've already lost to Endpoint, you're down the bottom of the group. You can still have a late resurgence, right? We don't know how all these other results are going to pan out. But if you're EG, you come into this one thinking, we have to win this to set ourselves up for a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you tested the two top dogs. You beat one of them.
Well, that's it on his own. That's it. That's done with already.
But the CTs were all there.
Well, Tarek's still under the balcony, right? How many can he get? He's hearing some limped out footsteps from Golden.
Just an M4 in a dream and an entire team flooding into him. Does catch Golden, does well. Tucked in as for a moment before his vision's restored. Jakino does delete him. Into the site now. Stan working on a fast flank to T-spawn. So could deny this. On the swing, misses his shot, does tag up Crims as well. Can't finish the job, can Breeze. He's actually dead. And now, well, JW flanked. Crims is handed a bit of a nasty sandwich. 3 CTs, pressure onto him. Oboe for the late peek on the...
Are they going to peek?
Stairs? There it is.
Strange that Cirque's taken first contact there. I thought that old boy Oboe would have loved to get his head involved in that one.
I guess the default plan didn't want to be the first to die.
Yeah, doesn't want to be on that chopping block. Understandable. 7-7. Inseparable.
Yeah. Fnatic, it's... Especially considering, you know, we haven't seen EGs in Mirage at all since the arrival of Oboe, so it's not like they were able to set their expectations. It's exclusively playing their game, and their game has managed to keep it entirely level. Solid enough buy for this one. We know that Fnatic like to throw these quicker paced rounds into the mix. Oboe's pulled out a secondary AWP to maintain mid-control alongside Cirque, and it is going to be a bit of a B-pop here, Chadney.
And they're going to overwhelm Stan here on an island right now. Breeze has just started to join him back from Cat. Might be there at the right time, Breeze.
Yeah, he is, and he does do initial damage on that short position, finishes off his handiwork. And more to be found. Brolin, how does he find that? Jakino delivers as well. The 2 young guns put Fnatic in good stead for another hit. Oboe does go down to Brolin's AK. And just Tarek, they're even jump spotting. He will go down. But the information is there, and surely the round is as well. Jakino and Brolin. Individual mechanics. Overwhelm into the site. Good shot. And that's 8. Fnatic taking the T lead. Heading into the defense. On the 3rd map, EG on notice. This is getting sketchy.
fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
7-8, and frustrations mounting for both teams over the course of this series. I'm Machine, I'm joined by Sponge for ESL Pro League's 13th season and our final group. We're looking to wrap up Group D, expecting to see this one get very interesting. If Fnatic can close this one out, it would completely turn the tables. And EG, after a huge scalp in Astralis, should they concede to Fnatic, everything goes topsy-turvy. Let's get into it with a T start for EG's second half.
1xBet odds all tied up.
It's a confidence booster for the bookies as well as Fnatic.
And this for Golden could be a huge start. He did make a little bit of a step.
Keeps him honest. Oh, damn, Crims is pushed all the way onto Stan. He has a smoke in his hand and now he can't deploy it, but he can hit a banger. He's got so much util, he really can't afford to go down, but Brolin will push and force the issue. JW is tapped into one as they wrap around. They're going for a round-the-world play. They have to make the sound cue, though.
Well, they know that they're here. That was seen. So now they're just going to wait in the window room. They've broken it, but you can't go through.
No, it's actually interesting that it's pulled JW in. And now they do go through.
Oh,
they found JW. They can overwhelm him, and now they can go wherever they want. But into B, are you sure? 2 CTs are here. And Golden's ready. Missing his shots. Breeze so low, eventually put lower.
Circa chance now.
Hunting onto Golden. Tags him up. Would love a headshot. Does pull it across the line. One more remains, and it sounds like he's out of bullets. Bomb down. Brolin hunting. 3 left of the clip.
Oh, Brolin's so close already.
And he finds him with ease.
Oh,
clutches up for EG. Just as he peeks in. Precision and frustration's gonna fade for EG for a moment. They pick themselves up the pistol and a distinct advantage coming into round 17.
If Cirque keeps up this form throughout the group, I think this is some of the best form I've seen him in a while. Remember Train, like how he had the P250 on that T pissed around as well?
It's back to the Cirque that got him in EG.
Yeah.
Like the Cirque that was turning heads and joined our NRG.
He's not just running in, getting the flicky 1 kill and then getting out. He's actually having a lot of impact here, and that's a huge pistol round, a must-win pistol round, as Fnatic will force buy into this. And
yeah, but this is going to be another one, Chad. These are testing rounds, and they've whipped out a double scout. So if EG do something quick, this could really rumble the Fnatic investment.
Execute's perfect.
Oh, Brolin using the smoke, it's his only hope. Trying to find some sort of ratty angle to draw blood early. Nade not going to find anyone, and that was his chance. Opo flying through the sky, and they're into the site now.
Should be just Fnatic dipping out of this.
Yeah, try again on round 18,
yeah,
surely.
This is not worth it. Don't just throw everything away here, Fnatic. Oh, and they are just one at a time. They limp on in. The space is being taken, and they're just left with Crim's low HP, and Jacquinho's on an island up towards top mid. Crim's has been spotted again. Sure, the tag's all right, but Jacquinho's walking into Stan. See you later, Crims. Yeah, they just stuck around for that moment too long, and now Fnatic for the next round to play. If Jacquinho doesn't go down, this is all they'll have as a deagle. Done enough, more than enough EG with just a simple execute. Jacquinho's known now, they know his position. Drops a smoke, trying to defend, trying to hold on for his life here. Anything they can siphon out of him, utilities good to take away too. And are they going to push through the smoke? Nobody wants to die.
No, they'd rather keep it clean. And, well, clean it is. 9 posted for EG and an expected 10th.
Yeah, this would have to be a massive fumble or Jacquinho going huge. Like, he would need to just go nuclear with this deagle.
I mean, look, crazier things have happened.
That's true. Human beings exist on the planet Earth.
We are all weird and different and unique and innately evil. Oh, there it is. Jacquinho's found himself exactly what the doctor ordered.
They're double nading ramp. A little bit too late. Tarek baited it.
Perfect bait.
So Breeze is down. This is still going to be difficult for EG.
Oh, what a cool flash.
Off the bench lip.
Yeah, it pops on short. Yoink.
Well, they are heading back towards B. We've already got one player on the site. JW. Oh, sorry, Jacquinho. The Jays. I'm having a hard time with them.
Get there eventually. And that was a chance. A second presents itself and he converts, looking to make a bit of a ruckus here. Competitive round, even though it's USPs. If that nade found Stan, we would be cooking with gas. JW, pressure onto Cirque.
One more.
Clinical execution and wants to confirm no one's home. Brolin steps to bait. Peeks in. Oh. And another from Cirque. He's doing everything that's demanded of him here. EG, damage control complete. Two more. Dink does come in. They're really keeping him honest with these pistols. Stands the first. Nearly a second as well from the P250. Oboe and Cirque. I think this is going to be a duo that I'll be excited to be talking about as time goes on.
Yeah, and if Breeze just continues to be Breeze, then this team here, like the consistency, I think, was the issue with the old EG, right? Because one game, Ethan drops 30, the next game, Breeze drops 30, the next game, Cirque drops 30, but it's not consistently all showing up. If they could all, instead of dropping 30, all get 20, all right, yeah, that's pretty handy. Stan's got some sharp tools in his shed now.
There are 4 scoped rifles in play for Fnatic here in the 19th.
That's juicy. No kit, though.
Going to be looking to deny EG access to the site instead. Flash and push. Crims. Oh, a double. No, and 3. Sends EG out of this one. 4 frags in practically 10 seconds. Well, Oboe, you're good. I'll give you that.
Watch him win this.
But are you 1v5 against Fnatic good?
I don't say watch him win this often. So I've really put myself out here for this one. Winning the clutches.
Against two Orps and 2 Orgs who are all going to be pre-aiming exactly where you just made noise.
Yeah, maybe it is a bit harder than I originally anticipated.
His options are 0. Admittedly, the M4 on Golden means it's a favorable duel for him, and he does control the spray nicely to force Golden out of the line. But close, will he be ready and expecting that tight short line? Oh! Does. Jacquinho pulls the trigger first.
Bit quicker, isn't he? 10-9. Now that anti-eco that got dicey just 2 rounds ago may cause EG a couple of problems. And they will take a timeout to discuss this because as we can see, there's a few players who have enough for AKs. Tarek is the one who will need to get dropped a gun. And this from Crims was absolutely insane. Both teams have shown on their CT sides they want to fight mid.
Yeah, and what's so interesting as well, you know, every time you see teams throwing the flash over connector and pushing up mid early, that's what they, in their mind, are visualizing. That's what they get. They got 3 completely flashed, out in the open tees. Dreamy.
But the way it usually works is you have a guy running through that cat smoke, jump in midair, his name's Art, and he goes, hello, and then just kills everybody. But this time, Crims gets away. Gets away in a big way.
I did really enjoy, I can't remember which team, so I apologize that this is going to be vague sweeping analysis, but it does, it still stands, is that I really enjoyed the T side on Mirage we saw from someone, Team X, where they were doing these late A hits through underpass, where they'd kind of, you know, let mid be pushed and cleared, then they'd crawl under, lurk Palace, and really just pressure onto these CTs after these mid-round aggressions were just respected. You let them have them. Brolin's doing it again. This time he wants Palace, and there is going to be company. Oh, and crouch peek, it's going to be converted by Breeze. Fnatic then on the back foot. Crims is in a very powerful position there, and it seems like EG are going to want to kind of head back to the drawing board a little bit.
Stan's been maintaining mid control here and can also pivot over to deal with B, but you can see that they haven't had eyes on the underpass push or the B apps push, so they have to be very careful about how they approach this section of the map.
Yeah, and a bomb plant is so dreamy, considering that the retake would just completely write these JW and Jacquinho Orps out of it.
Very true. But utility, a little bit of a drama here. You can see a smoke just being lobbed out towards window, and they're only working with Molotovs and flashes for the remainder of this round, so EG might have to go off more of a contact play. Misdirection is essential to take these eyes away from A-Ramp and Palace.
And it has. Crims is heading towards the smoke like a moth to the flame. Means it's only JW here on A. They can flood out, and as the util starts to rain in, JW readies himself for a very important duel. Edge of the smoke, and Breeze adds a second to his naughty list. Kino catching them from short.
Will have to be a default plant here.
If Crims could just find Tarek, he'd have to react so quickly on that swing. And it is going to be Tarek's frag. Another potential. Kino caught from behind as well. EG post 11th. And that's off Breeze. That CT aggression from Brolin. We've seen a lot of teams go for it. Whether it's mid, whether it's Palace, whether it's apps, one of those three lanes is pushed early. And this time you see that Breeze was so quick. Bang!
Giving us a chance to just flick that crosshair on over. Denying anything on the save there puts Fnatic now into a questionable position. They have enough on a couple of their players. Golden with 5.1, Brolin with 4.8. Crims has 3.9, that's enough for a rifle and Kevlar. If they buy here and they lose this one, Fnatic, loss bonus going forward, it is building 2,900 in the next, and it appears they're going to take a partial, a half buy here. So with that 2,900 that I was just talking about, you leave yourself around 2K, 2.5 if you want to be safe, especially for the AWPers. And they'll do exactly that. Deagles, 3. Scout for Crims. Currently 3 smokes. JW, you have to purchase anything, and maybe it'll stay that way. A nade comes on in. So if they can soften them up, maybe Fnatic steal another one. We've already seen them win a force buy round this game, or a low buy round this game. Mid again.
Ooh, and the nade on the nose. Just evaded nicely by EG. Does soften him up, of course, a little. Maybe Cirque within that one-shot scout range. We'll see. I think it's 83.
I think they want him to head over towards this B site because they're boosted up on the site early here in case they get executed on. And Brolin is the safety net, right? They'll stream on into the site. They'll be clearing bench. That's one of the last places you tend to check. Even a split B could fall foul to that. Bombs in the T spawn. Stan runs back to pick it up. That'll give us a good indication of where they want to finish. Obo's in Palace. Stan's going to join him up there. And as they've feigned this mid control, they're actually all going to slink on back through T spawn. With the utility they have left over, more than enough for an A execute. They can get CT smoked off, the wall smokes with top stairs. And if they just molly all the close corners, they'll be on for this because it's just Crims here. And I say just, the reason is the scout. If they smoke and flash him off, he shouldn't have any impact.
Here's the go. And only Crims, as you discussed, shouldn't have impact, but immediately bearheads Tarek.
No CT smoke, problem.
Yeah, he can hang out, and the rotate's coming in thick and fast. It's Deagles. And another tag, softening him up for these Deagles here. EG, it looked perfect. Trying to cross their T's, dot their I's, plant their bombs. They will successfully do so. Breeze set up for a potential flash here, and oh dear, goes down to Jakino's Deeg. Stan
so
next on Jakino's list. This is starting to go dire of consequences for EG. Only one, only Cirque, and he does hit a great headshot with the trade to there, and Fnatic snatch a double digits out of nowhere. Crims' scout finding that shot. Where was the CT smoke?
Yeah, I think Obo was the third smoke there, and he was coming through Palace. So they opted to go for the wall smoke execute for stairs and front connector there instead of CT, and hope the flash would be enough. But you can see right here, Crims is not blind at all. And then, unfortunately, after Stan got the trade to help Breeze, he's just gone wide, expecting more players to push through that jungle position, and he goes down looking the complete wrong way. So either way, he was aiming at one of those two players. Doesn't matter. That's a big round to win for Fnatic. We're back on 11 to 10.
This game just went from looking like a slow EG close to, oh, it's EG Fnatic. Here we go. Could go either way now. Back into every weapon they could desire. There is time. They're up mid. Same utility they've previously thrown. Breeze wants to try and mantle up early. JW fires off a shot. Tarek takes space fast. Bombs loose. They don't want to do anything with this initially. Obo's just responsible for that ramp aggression. Brolin is considering it. And the 3-2 split of their defensive resources for now. Bomb top mid. Cirque parked up in the connector. Jakino's denied any access to the apartments. With a deep smoke like that. Advantage for the CTs at this juncture. Util light. They do have some for the finish.
EG, if they try and go through the extremities, they will lose this round. That's where Fnatic are currently focused. If they head through mid, there are gaps, but if Breeze forces the issue here, he's going to go down.
Jakino, perfect frag from him. He's having a good game here for Fnatic. And a crucial moment as well to be having 19 frags here at round 22. You've just tested and Breeze on that B push. It's a big result. And it's a big advantage of such a big test. Brolin has been found. Obo peeks before the pop of the flash. Element of surprise. Converted.
JW smoked off. Can't help with this connector play now unless he wants to put himself in jeopardy.
Crimson JW, the OGs to be tested here. And there goes the bomb. Nice hold. Needs another. Quick trades from Taric. JW unchecked, and he can just deny that plant if he wants to. Can he? He can't. Doesn't find it. The bomb does go down. Trade should be there. Obo finds it. 1-on-2. Cirque. Plant good for him.
Crept through the vent.
Timing's everything. Can Giacchino find him? Yes, he can. Another frag. That's his 20th. And Fnatic, the Swedes, compete. 11-11.
Another plant for EG. It's just not enough this time to guarantee them a buy round. Loss bonus not there. Oh dear, we've got a lot more to be written in this map right here.
See this one again. Giacchino just coming on through that vent. Counter-strike timing, 101. And this is going to be a morale booster in the camp again. God, it has just been so volatile in the Fnatic HQ.
EG keep going for these buys, right, where they have like Taric invest a little bit more and then everybody else is on
Furia were doing this as well.
Yeah, and it's just because if they are able to get something off of it, then yeah, you can steal this round away.
You can finish with Util and Tech9s.
And it's a huge round to win because both teams at this point, there's no loss bonus for Fnatic and there's only, what will be 2,400 going into the next round for EG. If EG win this...
Lots of damage on the spray, but no lethality. That's space now for EG to stretch their legs and think about this. Stan, he hears short. And Brolin could be caught. Could. Doesn't. And while they got the bomb down, a question of how much more impact they can find does seem to be answered as the frags flood on in. Fnatic deal with it. But yeah, I mean, let's just quickly return to that conversation because Furia were doing it as well. And it seems to be a response to the battle for finances, like a new development in the meta of battling for financial control.
Yeah, and it does make sense, especially in these games where the economy is back and forth, right? If it's one of these situations where it's a blowout rounds and you keep doing it, obviously you have more loss bonus, but it can be a bit riskier. Here in this situation, I guess they put the onus on the player. I mean, so, for Taric, for example, this means he has to operate with a Galil again instead of an AK.
Yeah, but that's such a small price to pay for a round that had you found an entry and a couple of smokes with a bomb going down. It's
pivotal, yeah.
It's interesting. Perhaps we'll see more and more players start to work that one out and start bringing that to their own game. Furia, EG, couple at the tip of our tongues over these last few Pro League games. Lots of pressure. Yeah, Breeze wants to push on into this, though.
The nade.
Oh, that's the end of him. Crims secures an opening kill for Fnatic to extend their lead here on the third and final map. EG cannot succumb to Fnatic.
There's 3 players on B right now. Fnatic are ready for this.
And Giacchino again with impact. And he stands and fights. Look at him go! The young Swede puts them in good stead for a 13th. Taric caught out.
Just Cirque again.
Yeah.
In a lot of these late round situations, this is the least likely out of the clutches we've seen him in.
What a turn of the tide. And it is off that conversion of that scout round. This battle into A, Crims hitting a couple of early shots and missed, well, no smoke on CT and it being punished. Fnatic ever since have just been running towards the finish line, and they will do so again here, extend their lead to 13, a 2-round gap. Could very well spell trouble for EG unless Cirque can try and find a little bit more damage into this one. 30 seconds for him to work his magic.
Connected to A, get the kill on the AWP, get the bomb down.
Dream scenario.
But he's heading short. And that'll be it.
Ready.
Oh dear, money not there for an EG buy. This should be a Fnatic 14th, and I say that with bated breath because the rounds we say are lock-ins, the ones that we say should, well, they never tend to end up that way.
So after this, EG will still have to play a couple of opponents, right? We've seen them play 2 games so far. This is their 3rd opponent.
Have to play Liquid still, so the North American Derby to come.
EG Liquid and EG Endpoint will be their last 2 fixtures.
Yeah. The thing is, they probably came into this on EG knowing how much of a lock this one needed to be. The Endpoint game, they'll have to be thinking the same thing. So,
God, EG Liquid, though, could very well be for a spot in the playoffs. Yeah. That could be nuts. All right, let's get into this one. Theory crafting's done. Crims, he wants to get back to business. And again, Fnatic find an opening. Conservative buy from EG. Taric, yeah, he's lurking in the smoke, and if Obo hit the hero Deeg, he softened him up for Stan's swing, and pre-fire's not good enough. Brolin was ready as well and finds 2. Wow, Fnatic are sprinting. Look how fast we're getting to that 14th. These rounds are coming thick and fast. And that's the end of that. Brollan secures it, 3 on the round. It's time to see if EG have got any resistance left in them. It is going to be the buy for defense of that scary 15th.
It's so crazy to think that round that they lost has now led to 5 on the trot. Like, that is really going to hit home for EG.
That swing round.
Yeah, I thought the one in the first half with Obo getting 3 kills with the silence then 4 from the site would have been enough to really, you know, change the tide for EG. But now that we're in the second half, things are very, very rough. Pistol conversions, they were good. 1 down round.
Interesting. So he's actually going to be swapped out for JW. He'll be backing them up on A here. And it's the right call. There's so many players. Ramp, and he's going to spoil the party early. Crim's another opening. Golden provides a lot of damage. Tarek could get dunked here if he gets the nade in the right place. There's 2 up there. Giacchino's set for success. Pre-fires, circling to transfer, can't find it. Now just 2 for EG. Hobo's flank looks promising, but Golden's actually managed to evade.
If Tarek lives.
Ooh, if he walks through this smoke, though. Brollan's ready for
Brollan.
it. So hyper alert. And Tarek just doesn't have the health for this. Blind as well, doesn't have the vision for this. Fnatic, they're converting off of every opening.
They are looking so good. 1 more round. That'll be 7 in a row to close this one out.
Schmoly.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the first look we've had at EG's Mirage. First look Fnatic have had at it as well, and they are loving what they're seeing.
I mean, this started exactly as you would have expected. EG, pistol, convert, 3, 1 back from Fnatic. They start playing the force buy wars, and then the A takes. They just keep getting bested on the way in.
See how quick a lot of these rounds are happening too. It's quite heavy in terms of their execute or their presence. They're either fast mid, they're fast onto the A's.
Oh, they've got to defend their honor with a non-idyllic buy.
Cirque will have an AK, but yeah, you're right. Galils. Some people call them...
Galols.
That's the one. The pace of this, right, it has just been running into that brick wall, and we were speaking stylistically how this one might be better for Fnatic because of the style of Counter-Strike that EG like to play, at least traditionally. I thought that EG were moving away from that with some of the games we'd seen where they'd get the openings and they'd slow things down, but here it's just been pedal to the metal, and it's not going well. This is the last chance.
Okay, so the mid-smokes do rain in.
They just double smoke connector.
They did, yeah. And already Crim's pushing the issue. He wants more. He wants more. First ramp, now he's in apps. He doesn't finish his job. The nade will. JW's already pulled the trigger onto another. Obo, oh, he's taken matters into his own hands. He's ahead of the molly. If he could just find the head, Golden says no, shakes his. And now with a 3v1, Fnatic will take it. We're done. A best-of-3 victory. And Fnatic refuse to be written out of the ESL Pro League Group D story.